a new heritage reissue. This is a Silver Arrow, it's called, which is, we guessed this to be 36 millimeters because it looks quite small. It's actually 38.5. The reason it loses some of that diameter is because, in my opinion, of this thick bezel. The bezel shrinks the watch by being probably a millimeter or two thicker than you'd expect. The good side of that is that it really makes the watch appear more robust for a vintage style. The thing that jumped out to me immediately about this watch and put it in contention for my top 5 is the notching of the indexes that gives it a very different light reflective quality. We also have some lovely dressy touches like an applied logo, and again, some nice script font to describe this as the Silver Arrow. Solid case back, of course, and a really lovely iteration of a mid-century dress watch.
From Saint-Imier in Switzerland, is the Longines Silver Arrow the return of the dress watch? How refreshing is it to see a sharp, polished case, a dial invoking the 50s with an Art Deco architectural minimalism far removed from sports, diving, or living out your pilot dreams. Pure elegant function in a 38.5mm case. After all, even if we'd love to travel to far-flung places, isn't life now just as much a focus on the good things at home? That time to value the less is more touch of craftsmanship in a slender watch case or the intrinsic detail of a mechanical movement. Before we take a closer look at 50s elegance in the Longines Silver Arrow, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of our new videos. And if you like this one, make sure you comment below. And while I do love the tough effect of large tool watches and the pure hypnotism of open-worked dials with intricate complications and perpetual calendars, there's a time for everything. Maybe this is the time to ditch the tracksuit and enjoy the tactility of a slender-cased classic under the crisp cuff of a shirt. As a case design, the Silver Arrow is true to its 50s inspiration, with a delicate balance of circular mid-case, sloping bezel and a slim formality in the angled lugs. But while the case for elegant functionality is clear, this is all about the craftsmanship within the suave dial, its silk-like surface a balanced stage for the polished Dauphine hands. Framed by a smooth, polished bezel and domed crystal, the dial is the architectural star of the pitch-perfect yet timeless 38.5mm vintage reissue of the Silver Arrow. Perhaps Longines' most evocative model name. Your mind will wander into the world of sports cars, sleek aeronautical design and streamlining with that dynamic script at 6 o'clock. Stepped and slightly domed, the textured silver-white dial is framed by a detailed minute track and striated, polished indices marking the hours, bringing to mind the age of progression and edifices on a mid-century penthouse apartment in Manhattan. The vibe of formal elegance is strong enough to make you change that frayed t-shirt before wearing the Silver Arrow, and maybe that's just a good thing. I don't know about you, but to me the Silver Arrow on its clean-cut brown leather strap is proof positive that vintage is so much more than tough divers, and Longines proves it once again with their heritage line, finding the balance between translating homage and reinterpreting mid-century elegance for today's fickle demographic. Behind a case back with the evocative image of a fighter jet lies Longines' in-house L888.5 caliber, an ETA-based automatic movement with the benefits of a silicon balance spring and a long 72 hours of power reserve, making it wait out a weekend of sports, still ticking while actually making you long for dressing up for the home office on Monday. Believe me, it's worth it.